A Poem About Your University's Brand New Institutes Conference by Susan Harlan. The Eudaimonia Institute for the Study of Human Flourishing under Capitalism is pleased to announce our upcoming conference. We invite you to submit a paper for one of our panels, which will feature thinkers recognized for the kind of sustained intellectual inquiry associated with Simone de Beauvoir and the author of The Art of the Deal. We look forward to welcoming authorities in the field of happiness and well-being research. The conference is co-sponsored by the university's named after a bank center for the study of capitalism, the School of Business in its fancy new building, and the university's Office of Happiness, which is staffed by happy people who put signs up around campus reminding you to be happy too, even when you are not. Aristotle's term eudaimonia can be roughly translated as white men in positions of power in the increasingly corporate structure of the American university are allowed to say that words mean whatever they want them to mean. Seen another way, the term refers to the well-being and flourishing of individuals, the happiness of some families, and the holding of conferences that explore why the people most likely to flourish are those who hold conferences about flourishing. Hint, moxie. Other hint, bootstraps. We are also soliciting papers for a plenary session entitled, If You Are Poor, You Have Clearly Failed to Flourish, as well as any form of research, even research executed in orange crayon, that defends the existence of this institute and its conference with weak and lazy arguments that you can't possibly believe yourself. Well-being is strongly affected by the economic, political, moral, and cultural institutions in which we live. To live a productive and fulfilling life requires an understanding of the nature of these institutions, which we will explain to one another at the conference, and then afterwards invisible people who may or may not feel a sense of well-being will clean up. The conference will be held in a glittering golden castle encrusted with jewels and surrounded by a moat, and presenters will be ferried across this moat, which is absolutely not like the river Styx and is really just a normal moat. This gathering will bring together pioneers in the field of well-being. We remind you that this is a legitimate scholarly field and not something that someone made up. Well-being combines things like history, philosophy, English literature, and art, throws out all the unnecessarily complicated stuff, tosses in quite a lot of other stuff about how free enterprise is just grand, and mixes it all up into the kind of cocktail you can expect from an airport bar. But this is as it should be. While these other fields are lovely ways to pass the time, perhaps under a flowering tree, they consistently struggle to attract the financial support of their universities and alumni, and therefore cannot be truly valuable. Conversely, the value of the Eudaimonia Institute for the Study of Human Flourishing under Capitalism is clear, as we have pots of money, very much like the end of the rainbow. The conference organizers will cover participants' lodging for 2 nights, transportation from the hotel to the event site, and all meals, which will be prepared in a dramatic Iron Chef-esque cook-off between Tom Colicchio, Mario Batali, and a surprise guest chef who is definitely not a woman. If we have any leftovers, we'll be sure to send them over to various humanities departments, if they will tell us where they are. Submitted papers should represent original, unpublished research and should not be formatted in a silly font. Please do not include family photos or drawings of penises. If you have further questions about the goals of the Eudaimonia Institute for the Study of Human Flourishing under Capitalism, please consult our research plan, which a shrewish member of the English department said isn't going to be mistaken for David Foster Wallace, to which we say, you are obviously deeply unhappy, and who the hell is that?